Hello Capricorn, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. Oh, grief. They are grieving. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. Some of you may be in a relationship with this person. This could have been in the past. Could also be a situationship. Others of you, you may be in a connection where it's very intense and you know that there's something special there, but no one's really speaking up. Wow. Capricorn, what is happening? You have a lot of heavy cards here. So some of you may not know who this person is. Most likely, when that's the case, what happens, I've seen in these readings, that is somebody from your past who is thinking about you. That may not resonate with you because that's not what you're looking for. So for some of you, it may not resonate. What the... All right, a lot is going on. I feel for you both. It's overwhelming. All right. Here, because of the type of cards you have, which are extremely intense in terms of feelings and emotions, you as well, Capricorn, you may be feeling this or going through this. So this reading may just be the same for the both of you. It might be vice versa. It could also just be that this is only the cross-watcher. That's what they're feeling. In this deck, which I interpret quite differently than the original book that it came with, I see some cards as having a lot of sad, dark kind of energy. What I'm seeing here is you have literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, slightly 6. That's a lot of cards that have a lot of dark energy. 1, 2, 3, 4 are the main ones though. Here we have grief, followed by fear. Then we have creativity, betrayal, opening, death and rebirth, boundaries, cycles, nourishment, and then we have centering under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Capricorn, the things that I have said and done, I can't undo it. I can't go back in time and I can't change things. What's done is done. And I do grieve. I do feel regret, sorrow, melancholy, guilt and remorse for what I have said and done, for the things that I never said that I should have, the things that I never did that I should have done. I feel regret and remorse about that. And now I have this fear of losing you. I'm grieving because I feel that you were that bright star in the sky, in the darkest of skies. And now you're fading. You're leaving me. And I'm afraid. I have a lot of fear. I am paranoid. I have a lot of anxiety. There's a part of me that grieves and understands that, you know what, I'm worthless. I am unworthy of someone as wonderful as you. I don't feel that confidence that I felt once. I have no self-esteem. I have a lot of insecurities now. And this is because of what has happened. Because of what I've said and the things that I've done. And I recognize that the stuff that I've done is not good. Now I live in fear, paranoid and worried. Quite nervous around you. Sometimes I even have anxiety attacks and panic attacks. That's how intense this connection is for me. I also feel that in this connection I want to create something. Despite what's happened, there's a part of me that still wants to be with you, that wants to create something with you. Something that'll be long-lasting for the world to see. Something beautiful, unique. But there's been betrayal in this connection. And because of that betrayal, it's hard to act. It's hard to go back and change things. Now there's a lack of trust and a lack of faith in this connection. Things were quite true before. And when I was with you, I tried to be honest. But things changed. And you saw a part of me that you didn't recognize, that was unpredictable. You thought you knew me, and it turns out that you never really knew me at all. It was as if I was a stranger. There's a part of me that truly wants to open up to you now. Because of what I've done. I want to open up to you and I want to talk to you about certain things that I've hidden deep down. Never showing you, never talking to you about it. But I feel that it's important for me to release this energy and to talk to you about these dark things that I've had inside of my heart and my mind. Certain secrets. Things that I have not really told you. Things that I really wanted to share, but I just never did. I want to open up to you. And I want to have a rebirth of this connection. A restart. I want to put to sleep all that happened before and start something brand new. Going forward, the road ahead, I want it to be smooth. Not bumpy and rocky as it was once before. Because of the betrayal, because of the things that I've done, creating something with you right now is not viable. I have put up boundaries. These boundaries exist because I really don't know what to do. I am stuck in this bubble, in this mindset, and I obsess over what I have done, the grief that I have, the fact that you deserve better, the fact that I have betrayed you. That goes in a cycle in my mind over and over and over again. I'm obsessing over this. And what do I do to fix it? I don't have a solution. And that is why I keep my boundaries. Because for me, it's the easiest thing to do. Is it easy for me to handle the situation? No, it's not. My heart is breaking, just as I broke yours. And I feel it bleed sometimes. And it aches, and it suffers. because that's what I put you through. I recognize you now. After all this, now is when I see your value. That you have always been somebody that has this love, this nurturing quality to take care of, these fulfilling things that you do. I feel this fulfillment that I get only from you. Spiritually, emotionally, and physically. I feel now that you're the only one person on the planet that can make me feel this way. That could satisfy my soul and make the pain go away. But what have I done? I don't know how to fix this. Overall, I feel that we have a spiritual connection. And you have a way of grounding me. I feel grounded. When I think of you, we're like the yin and the yang, so perfect. Harmony, a balance. If I am the moon, you are the sun. We come and go and we dance in perfect harmony. And I can always depend on you, knowing that you will rise again. That you will shine your light. That you will be there as a guiding light, as the warmth. For now, I am in this mindset where I'm just grieving and I'm so sad. And I'm paranoid. I'm afraid of what might happen in this connection because of what I've done. The future is uncertain. And I have put up these boundaries and I don't know what to do. That's what makes me feel comfortable right now, knowing that I don't have to deal with it. But eventually, I will. Good God. Show of hands who started crying. I bloody well did. What the God, man. You guys. Oh my God. This was so intense. And in all honesty, Capricorn, I really haven't seen these many cards show up that have this type of energy. But definitely, I could tell you one thing. Your person of interest is hurting. And even you are hurting here. There's a lot of pain. Things don't last forever. Happiness doesn't last forever, neither does pain. Eventually it will go away, it will fade over time. It may take months, it may take years, but there is healing. It does happen. It only takes time. All right, well, now that that's over, let's have a look at the other deck that I like to look at. Hopefully we have a little bit of a brighter, happier outcome in the coming cards. So this is the Lover's Path Tarot. And with this deck, I look into what is the real reason why things went downhill in this connection. So in the beginning, things may have seemed very nice, very happy. Ooh, very nice, very happy indeed. You got love. Oh, yeah. We also have a peekaboo card. 7 of Staves. A lot of struggle there with that card. Okay. Oh my gosh. Struggle indeed. All right, you got external people here causing problems. The majority of you. So, these I read in the reverse, and this is for those of you that may have felt a lack of closure, where your person has just kind of faded, where they've ghosted you, and the connection was okay in the beginning, but then there's distance now, and there's a lack of communication. Maybe this person just texts you once a week or once a month now, and it's just so scarce. It's like, what's going on in this connection? Hopefully this will provide you with a little bit of clarity on the why, the reason. We have here love, followed by 7 of staves, and then we have 5 of staves. Okay. Here, with the love card in the reverse, it does talk about feeling unworthy of love. You remember we just had that in the fear card. And I repeated it a few times. This person was feeling unworthy. Feeling unworthy of love. Manipulating others with sexuality. This person could have been manipulating you, either with sexuality or with in another way. Immaturity and irresponsibility in terms of love relationships and game playing. So it's not going to resonate for everybody. Not everybody's a player. But what I do see here is that your person of interest, one sec. Your person of interest here, there was a lot of passion. However, the type of passion we had here, this person didn't feel that they were worthy of the love that existed. However, physically, they were very much into you. In this person, you may have noticed immaturity and a sense of irresponsibility when it came to relationships and love relationships. We also have here the 7 of staves. So this person was immature. That's one of the reasons why they behaved the way that they did. Here, with the 7 of staves, we have feeling overwhelmed. How this person became their own worst enemy. And they started to create problems in order to distract from what was really going on. Here it talks about defensiveness, combativeness, and a lot of struggle. So they were feeling overwhelmed, and they weren't really getting to the heart of the matter. So there may have been a situation here where you may have asked them about commitment or about where are we headed in this relationship, because it felt very, I'm getting the word dry. It felt very dry, kind of there was not like a proper foundation. And because of that, this person would not actually answer directly. They would always have some type of an indirect comment or an answer to give that really wasn't part of the topic or even the answer to the question that you had. So, this is somebody who is avoiding. They're avoiding the situation. They're avoiding any type of answers that they had to give. And the problem with this is that there's that lack of communication. People don't communicate, and then they don't know who's, on what level. Where are you? Where am I? Unfortunately, that's what this person was doing at the time. We also have here the 5 of staves. Here, this talks about conflict, competition, and dissension. Now, what's interesting about this one, we have here moving beyond petty concerns and worries to understand what's really important, wanting to unify these forces. But there was ego-oriented competition, and somebody here was losing sight of what was really important because of petty disagreements. All I can say, what I'm seeing here, is that your person of interest was a very difficult person. They were very opinionated. They may have been egotistical, narcissist. I'm seeing the word in my mind's eye right now. Not everybody's a narcissist. Some people have variations of the types that they are. There's different levels. Here we have a situation where there may have been other people involved too, that may have been influencing this individual because they're slightly immature. They don't even know much about relationships. So they even may have gone to other people to ask for advice. And the advice that they gave, probably not so great, because it doesn't seem as if this person changed as much. Although, in recent times, which is the first set of cards that we had, yes, it does show that this person has changed. They are no longer the same. They are quite different. And they are grieving. They have realized what they've done is wrong. And grieving is a really good card to have because it does talk about how after grieving people become a bit wiser, right? They get into the hermit mode, the healing mode, and then they get into the wisdom. And after that, there's strength. So it's really good to have because it does show that there's change in this person's mindset. All right. We have here, this is the Beginner's Tarot. Interesting. You have the Nine of Cups and you have the Page of Cups. So with this particular spread, I have a look at any actions, any plans, any intentions your person of interest may have towards you. I completely forgot to announce in the beginning, for those of you who are new, my method of reading is slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self. And that means I do not get the answers from any spirit guides. And I have very good reasons for that. At the end of this reading, which is going to be the next set of cards, I do channel Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, as well as Uriel. Remember how I was just talking about healing, which is also considered the hermit mode? You got the hermit here. Good job. This is good, cross-watcher. This is very good. This is quite encouraging. We have a set of really good cards here. It talks about transition. It talks about change. It talks about wanting to communicate. Really nice. Nine of Cups, Page of Cups, the World, the Hermit, and then we have under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, the Wheel of Fortune. Nine of Cups here, it does show how this person has come to the realization that you are their wish come true. They want you. They really want you. They desire you. They love you. They have feelings and emotions for you. And they have seen the world. They have been around. And they realize that you are their world. Here we have a page. Now we don't have a king. We don't have a knight. We have a page. Remember, this person is feeling unworthy of love. Now, going back to the reason why is this person feeling unworthy of love? They feel unworthy because at some point in time they may have been manipulating you sexually, or they may have used you physically in a way. Even mentally, they may have just used you. But because of the fact they did this, they started to feel guilty and they started to feel very raw about it. They weren't happy about it. They were very upset about it because they realized that they were ruining and destroying and using and abusing a perfectly wonderful, caring, loving human being. And then that humanity part of them, the humility, kind of sunk in. That conscious part of them. They realized that, oh my goodness, I can't do this. I can't use my person of interest. This could go for both of you. It could be vice versa. But what I'm seeing here is what the cross-watcher was thinking at the time. And so because of that, they started to feel unworthy. They started to feel sad and upset about what they've done. And for that reason, they started to keep their boundaries. That, you know what, I can't keep doing this. I have to stay away from them. Capricorn thought that we were in a relationship. However, this entire time, I had something else in mind. But things have changed now, Capricorn. Your person of interest wants you back. They want that second chance. Remember, death and rebirth. You have a Page of Cups here. This is an individual who is going to reach out to you. Maybe even ask for forgiveness. But remember one thing. The way it's going to happen is not going to be very bold. It's not going to be very direct. It might just be a small message. In a way, because the page is an individual who is very immature, inexperienced, or immature. Somebody who's shy and timid, somebody that's not very bold. And so there will be effort coming from this individual, but this is the manner in which it's going to come. This is not going to be somebody who's going to be very direct. I mean, a king would be very direct, right? So this person knows, after all that they've done, they cannot be direct like a king. They cannot even be like a knight, who is still a bit more aggressive. They have to literally be and act like a child when they reach out to you in the most softest, gentlest way possible. Because firstly, they feel unworthy. But they want to give this a try. Because now they realize that they do love you. That they are in love with you. And here with the World card, they realize that you really do mean the world to them. That's wonderful. With this card, it also talks about, to me, that there's distance between the both of you. And there may be differences in your racial background or your religious background. Something about your background is different from this other person. With the World card, it also shows me that even if you guys are close, let's just say you live in the same home, you still may be emotionally very far apart. This person wants to close that gap. You may physically be living very far apart. They want to close that gap. They want to be close to you. The world is too big. They want you to be close to them. Here we also have the Hermit. Excellent job. Your person of interest, like I said, from that grieving, they're going to get into the healing phase, and the healing is very similar to the Hermit. So here this person is going to question themselves and ask, why do I do the things that I do? Why did I act like this? How can I fix myself? How can I fix the situation? Remember, you did have the Cycles card, which talks about, it was in this area, it talks a lot about obsession over this situation, over this connection, over you. Typically after the Hermit, this individual is wiser. People have learned a lesson. They're not going to repeat it. They don't want to repeat it. And going forward, things should be a bit more smoother. The overall arching theme here we have is the Wheel of Fortune. Your person of interest does believe in moving this forward a little bit, pushing it from their perspective. They're giving it a little nudge, but they truly feel that all they have to do is just, I think it's what you call gather that momentum. And with inertia, things will just work out. This person feels that someday, some way, we will meet again and we will be together. They have the utmost faith in that. They feel that this is a spiritually guided connection. So they're not going to be putting in over and above effort because they also feel that sense of unworthiness, right? Like, how do I get back into this person's good graces? They feel very shy, very timid, unworthy, like I said. They don't know what your reaction is going to be. But from their point of view, they have this faith, they have this trust, they really want to make things work. It's going to take some time. But here we do have a situation where this person believes that the universe has got a plan for them and you. So is this person reaching out to you? Any actions? Definitely yes. I do see here, at the very least, the one action towards you, which is the Page of Cups. This person is going to reach out. And an action that they're taking towards themselves to make themselves better, a better human being, is the Hermit. So yes, they're working on it. Let's just put it that way. So this person will reach out. Just remember, it's not going to be a very bold kind of message. Interesting. I just pulled my cards out, and one fell upright, which is from a completely different deck. but let me just show it to you. There's always a reason. Third eye chakra. It is safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. This might be for somebody out there. It's a random card that just popped out from my other deck. And this is the, I believe, Historian Virtues Archangel therapy cards. So, third eye chakra. It's safe for you to see the energy of love in all of its forms, such as angels, auras, and visions. Okay. It's funny, it was like a pop-up. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick prayer. All right. We have here messages from Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. So some of you have been waiting a lot. There's been this waiting period, and the problem is it's starting to get a bit frustrating because there seems to be a lack of progress. Okay. Oh boy. And I was talking about waiting. Let's not shoot the messenger. Overall arching theme, a year from now. That's a whole lot of waiting. It doesn't have to be a year. This card may have showed up last year, and you're probably yelling at me now. This deck only goes up to a year from now. If it had like 5 years from now, maybe that would have shown up, but hopefully, knock on wood, it doesn't happen 5 years from now. There's a situation here from now until the next few months. Things are going to be different for you. Your situation is kind of different. We have here in the near future, this is what you were expecting, that things will occur, things will change. That's not going to happen. It's not the right time. What is the right time for what's applicable to you right now is to get more information. What this card means is, usually when it comes up, it means that there's a lack of information. You don't know something either about this person, either about the situation, about the condition that they're in, about the circumstances that they're in. It appears that there is some type of information that you just don't know. I'm getting the word misunderstood. And because of that lack of information, this connection and the problems that have occurred within it, it started to create this misunderstanding. Here we also have, within the next few weeks or months, you will be able to look for a sign. Now, don't go looking for a sign, but these signs and synchronicities come to you. Sometimes messages come to us in our mind, through other people. And usually when these things happen, you will be the one that will recognize it. It will mean something to you. It may not mean something to somebody else that's sitting next to you. Here we also have a really great card. Big, happy changes. One of the best ones in this deck. So there's going to be changes. They're going to be big, and you're going to be happy about it. The one thing about this card is that it does talk about the overall theme. Now, right after that, you have It's Up to You. This is my choice card, which means now there's two groups. Some of you are pretty sick and tired of waiting for this person. You feel that there's too much pain and you really want to just move on. And that is perfectly okay. And then we have some of you that really want to still wait. Here we have a year from now until the next few months even. I'm getting 7-8 months for some of you. So there is a situation here where things could work out. But for those of you that are done with the situation, don't worry. There's still going to be big happy changes even for you. So this card right now applies to both groups at the end of the day. There's going to be changes. They're going to be big. And that'll be life-changing for many of you. Here, when the type of information that you get, sometimes you can also talk to a friend, talk to a family member, talk to somebody who has experience in relationships. If you're going through a situation where maybe communication is a problem, or maybe you don't understand this person's background and why do they think the way that they do, you may need to look into certain things that have been causing problems in this connection. There was the sense of ego-oriented competition. So we do have external people that may be causing problems too. And also we may have people that have a lot of belief and faith in something that's very strong to them. So it's important to get the information regarding that in order to understand the situation better. Capricorn, that is your reading. I hope I was able to provide you with some clarity, some guidance in your situation. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. I also wanted to mention to some of you who are new, I do have another channel on YouTube. It's called Asnointia Audio. And on that channel, I have relationship-related videos, spiritual connection-related videos, as well as the most recent one that I posted up. It's been a while now, actually. That's on negative energies. What and who are negative energies and how to get rid of those things. So hopefully some of you may find those helpful. Those videos, by the way, are absolutely free, beginning to end. Feel free to watch them and enjoy them, and let me know in the comments below there as well. All right. You all take care. Stay safe. Bye now.